Good evening and welcome to ABC 31 News Tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. Tonight's big story, if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, head over to downtown Alexandria for the 5th annual Alex River Fete. ABC 31's Joanna Phillips has an overview of what to expect from this one-of-a-kind celebration.
Alex River Fete is back for its 5th year of live music, food, art, and many more activities. The Fete continues to grow throughout the years in a number of different ways. Dinner on the Bricks was the kickoff yesterday evening, and the festivities will continue tonight with live music, food, and art vendors until about 11 p.m. Saturday's events will begin early and continue throughout the day into the evening.
Tomorrow we have Classic Car Fete that starts at 9, Kids Fete at 10. Of course, the Louisiana Dragon Boat races will start at 9 o'clock as well. Arcade all day long tomorrow, as well as live music, food vendors, Art Fete, Indie Village. There is live local music on the Indie Village stage as well. This is free, it's open to the public. Just bring cash for food or drinks, of course, and of course the arcade, and if you want to purchase anything from the local art vendors downtown. I recommend coming out. It's going to be beautiful weather, it's going to be a great time.
The Alex River Fete is a celebration that symbolizes the spirit of culture, collaboration, and the Central Louisiana community. Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
River Fete officially began last night with Dinner on the Bricks. Local restaurants offered selections from their menus covering a variety of styles. Dinner on the Bricks gets its name from the location of the event in front of City Hall on 3rd Street, which is still paved in bricks that were laid around the 1920s. And the weather is looking good for River Fete events this weekend. Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers is here with the first look.
Yeah, that's right, Scott. We're looking like some beautiful weather out there for the whole weekend. Temperatures a little bit warmer than we saw today. Not quite as windy either. Had some wind gusts out there late this afternoon, as much as 30 miles per hour. But both Saturday and Sunday for River Fete looking very good. 80 degrees a high temperature for Saturday. Lots of sunshine. Just some beautiful weather this time of year. Again, winds not quite as gusty, about west winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we head into our Sunday, then still lots of sunshine. Still beautiful, too, with more sunshine. Temperatures get back into the mid-80s by Sunday afternoon, and south winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So some great weather this weekend. Looks like dry weather continuing, too. Our high temperatures from today basically stayed in the mid-70s in most areas. 76 degrees are high here in Alexandria, 75 degrees in Natchitoches, and 74 degrees in Monroe. And it looks like beautiful sunshine in the forecast all weekend long, and even into early next week. Don't see a lot of rain chances. Maybe end of next week could see some more rain back into the forecast, and we will warm up a little bit more, getting back at least into the mid to maybe upper 80s as we head into early next week. So we'll talk more about that with your weekend forecast coming up in just a few more minutes. Scott?
Thanks, Chris. Some Acadian residents spent the day dealing with the aftermath of Wednesday's storms. Neighbors in Lafayette Parish waited for the floodwater to recede. Residents who are still recovering from the August flood now forced to endure the same pain all over again. As the water continues to drain, residents are asking anyone who drives through the neighborhood to keep it slow to help prevent water from entering any more homes. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes at Louisiana College held its annual fundraiser banquet last night. Kim Mulkey was the guest speaker. She currently serves as the head women's basketball coach at Baylor University and is a member of the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame.
There's so many lessons to be learned being a part of an athletic team. You learn discipline, you learn disappointment, you learn how to handle victories, you learn how to handle defeats. You learn everything. You learn how to play for good coaches, bad coaches. I tell people, you don't have to be the superstar to learn life's lessons. UConn is the team to beat this day and age, and I was happy to see South Carolina win, but I also respect UConn and what they've been able to accomplish.
Kim Mulkey has been coaching at Baylor University for 17 years. She is a graduate of Louisiana Tech, where she was an All-American point guard and won a national championship in 1982. She also won an Olympic gold medal in 1984. Still to come on ABC 31 News, senators are preparing to write their own health care bill after House Republicans approved a new measure. Plus, the latest family to be kicked off a flight. This time, Delta is the company in hot water. The story after the break.
The Traxxas Monster Truck Destruction Tour invades the Louisiana Mudfest, and KLAX TV has tickets to give away. See these car-crushing giants compete in racing, wheelie contests, and then rock the house with amazing freestyle actions. Plus, meet the drivers and see the trucks up close at the pit party. Register on the KLAX website, on Facebook or Twitter. Enter daily to win a family 4-pack to the show and pit party. Tickets good for Sunday, May 21st.
Senators are preparing to write their own health care bill after House Republicans approved their health care measure. Next week, the Congressional Budget Office is expected to release its score of the House GOP bill. ABC's Janae Norman is in Washington with the latest.
Next up for health care reform, a score from the Congressional Budget Office. The nonpartisan agency will analyze the House GOP bill, determining what the bill will cost and how many Americans will be impacted.
The bill is passed and without objection. The motion
House Republicans voting and passing the measure without that critical information. And today, the White House casting doubt on how much it really means.
The CBO is not the gospel. They've been wrong before. They can certainly be wrong again.
In the meantime, the president touting his first legislative win, tweeting, "Big win in the House, very exciting. But when everything comes together with the inclusion of Phase 2, we will have truly great health care." Senators already working toward Phase 2, writing their own health care bill. But Republicans facing sticking points, Medicaid rollback, stripping funding from Planned Parenthood, and tax credits. Issues some Republican senators have expressed concerns over, but changes could scare off House GOP moderates or hardliners, the same groups that sunk Republicans' first attempt to pass the bill.
We expect there to be some changes, but we expect the principles and the main pillars of the health care bill as it exists now to remain the same.
Huckabee wouldn't specify what pillars or principles in the current bill the president is steadfast on having in the final draft, but it shows yesterday's Rose Garden victory ceremony may have been premature, as it's still a long road ahead before any version becomes law. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
The TSA has issued a new security alert, warning trucking companies and law enforcement agencies around the country that terrorists could be planning to steal trucks with the intention of using them as killing machines. The 6-page report references 17 known vehicle ramming attacks worldwide in the last 3 years, leading to at least 173 deaths and more than 700 wounded. Former NYPD Sergeant and FBI Agent Manuel Gomez spoke about the terror threat after the recent attack in London.
Do you think we're going to be seeing more of this kind of attack?
I believe there will be copycats. Statistically speaking, ISIS recruits about 50 people a day internationally.
Truck owners and truck rental agencies in the U.S. are being warned to remain vigilant about their fleets. The TSA is also urging people to be alert for strange activity that could signal a truck attack. A major airline is once again apologizing for a bad passenger experience. Delta is reacting to the backlash after a family of 4 was kicked off a plane and threatened with jail time. As ABC's Emily Rao tells us, Congress is now stepping in.
That's fine. Federal offense, and then you and your wife will be in jail and your kids will be responsible.
Okay. That threat at the center of the latest scuffle between an airline and a passenger. Delta employees forcing Brian Shear and his family off a flight bound for Los Angeles from Hawaii.
I bought that seat.
When the attendant suggested the little boy sit on his parents' lap for the duration of the flight, the Shears refused and were asked to deplane.
There's no more flights. Are we supposed to do sleep in the airport? No.
The family then spending thousands of dollars for another flight and furious with the airline for how they were treated. Overnight, Delta issuing another apology, saying we are sorry for the unfortunate experience our customers had with Delta, and we've reached out to them to refund their travel and provide additional compensation. Delta's goal is to always work with customers.
The last thing a paying airline customer should expect is to be physically taken off an airline and The purpose of today's hearing is to find out what went wrong and what are we going to do to be sure that doesn't happen in the future.
A string of onboard altercations in the last month prompting congressional hearings with airline executives on the hot seat. On Thursday, senators demanding continued policy changes self-imposed by the airlines or forced via federal mandate.
Some airlines are already making policy changes. United announced that it will no longer ask seated customers to give up their ticket, and Southwest says it will stop overbooking flights altogether. Emily Rao, ABC News, New York.
Bombay Sapphire Gin is being recalled in Canada because it contains too much alcohol. Some bottles had not been properly diluted and contain 77% alcohol instead of the 40% listed on the bottle. About 1,000 cases of gin are affected. Today is Cinco de Mayo, but many party hosts might be a little short of guacamole. Avocado prices have soared amidst high demand, and depending on the variety, avocado prices are up by as much as 55% this year. The average price of an avocado was $1.43 in the most recent U.S. Department of Agriculture weekly retail price report. That's compared to 92 cents last year. And an Ohio-based candy retailer says online curiosity spurred a sellout run on its latest unusual product, pickle juice soda pop. Grandpa Joe's Candy Shop announced the release of the soda last week on its Facebook page, and the store quickly ran out of stock when online orders just started pouring in. The store's website is allowing the brine curious to add their names to a waiting list for when the beverages are back in stock. Not going to say that sounds delicious. I would try a sip of it out of curiosity.
I'm not sure a whole bottle, but a sip would be okay. But yeah, pickle juice soda, not sure about that. But
yeah, I have my doubts.
But hey, it's selling out. That's good for them. It looks like a great weekend around the area here. Central Louisiana looking like some very nice temperatures and lots of sunshine too, both Saturday and Sunday. We'll get a little bit warmer than we got today. 76 our high here late this afternoon. Should get close to that normal here this weekend. 83 is our normal high. Record high 94 back in 1952. So we'll talk more about your weekend forecast when we come back.
KLAX is the exclusive provider of ABC and MeTV programming here in Central Louisiana. We're the only station where you can watch new ABC programs like Dancing with the Stars, Designated Survivor, and Grey's Anatomy, just to name a few.
That's what family does. We take care of each other.
I'm proud of you. The warmth of your love.
And if classic TV programs like Bonanza, Andy Griffin, Batman, or Carol Burnett is more your style, then MeTV's the station for you. As an advertiser, you'll want your products and services presented to these loyal viewers. Our sales team is equipped to prove we can generate new customers and new revenue for your business.
I'll tell you what, it pays to advertise.
And we have a number of low-risk advertising programs designed to prove we work. Call our media consultant team today for a no-risk assessment on how we can help you grow your business. We're ready to prove we work.
And welcome back, everyone. A happy Friday to you. A little gusty on those winds there late this afternoon, but temperatures did make it back into at least the mid-70s here. We'll see temperatures a little bit warmer even for the weekend, as it looks like just a beautiful weekend to be outdoors here in Central Louisiana. Temperatures in the low 80s, plenty of sunshine, and those winds are going to diminish here overnight tonight. So it looks like just some light breezes as we head into both Saturday and Sunday. But high temperatures from today, mid-70s to even upper 70s in most areas. 75 degrees in Baton Rouge, 74 degrees Lake Charles, 74 degrees Monroe and Shreveport, 76 here in Alexandria, and 75 degrees in Natchitoches. Outside right now, then lots of sunshine. Our temperature at 74 degrees. Dew point, very dry, 45 degrees. Northwest winds still a little gusty. Winds are at 15 miles per hour, but have seen gusts as high as 25 to 30 miles per hour as our pressure is holding steady. Now as we get to tonight, though, another cool one out there. We'll get back into the upper 40s in most areas, 48 degrees. As you wake up early tomorrow morning, again, partly cloudy skies, but again on the cooler side, north winds continuing at about 5 miles per hour. Now as you get out to the weekend, though, a big fest going on downtown. Alexandria River Fest is actually happening this weekend, and really the weekend looking very good for any outdoor activities. Lots of sunshine Saturday and Sunday. High temperature on Saturday reaching about 80 degrees. Go for a high of 84 on Sunday. But again, not seeing really too much in the way of wind, maybe west wind up to 10 miles per hour for Saturday. And that wind will actually turn around from the south on Sunday, again about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So beautiful sunshine in the forecast here both Saturday and Sunday. Again, we're going to see the dry weather continue even as we get to early next week. Not seeing a lot of rain chances back into our forecast. High pressure controlling our weather here the next several days, and that's going to last into the middle part of next week. We may get a little bit warmer next week, though, maybe mid to even upper 80s in some areas by the time we get to about Monday or Tuesday of next week. But again, not much going on around our area. Very warm weather just off to our west through parts of Texas. High pressure basically right over top of us for your Saturday. Now, once this high pressure gets a little bit further to our east, though, it may bring a little more humidity back into our area by Sunday afternoon. Probably going to really notice that early next week as those dew points increase as we get to early next week, but still looking like dry weather, sunshine, and almost picture perfect for this time in May. Here's a look at our temperatures for tonight, though, dropping back into the upper 40s to low 50s. Most of our hometowns will be in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees by tomorrow morning. Partly cloudy skies, but a little on the cooler side. North winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we head into your Saturday, upper 70s to low 80s, just a couple degrees below average, but still seeing some pretty nice hometown temperatures here as we get into your Saturday afternoon. Lots of sunshine and beautiful weather, west winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. 7-day forecast, a little bit warmer for Sunday, 84 degrees. Our high temperature next week, then we do see a lot of sunshine continuing on Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday, but temperatures eventually getting back to the mid 80s, maybe middle 80s by Wednesday, 86 degrees. But again, noticing more humidity next week too. But next chance of rain doesn't arrive till about Friday, and right now it looks like a pretty isolated chance by Friday afternoon. Get out this weekend and enjoy everything going on around central Louisiana. Scott?
Thank you, Chris. Touchscreen devices, and the fingers that touch them are often tiny ones. No matter what age your children are, they're likely using them, but there might be risks. With more, here's Dr. Timothy Johnson.
Tablets, smartphones, and other handheld devices. Kids love them, and they are using them at a much younger age than you might guess. So could that be a problem? Researchers at the University of Toronto studied more than 1,000 children age 2 and younger. They gave parents questionnaires asking them about their children's skills with language. Then they checked to see how much time these kids spent on handheld devices each day. Kids who spent the most time put in nearly half an hour a day looking at a handheld screen, though some kids spent even more time. And those children had a higher risk of significant speech delays compared to those who had no screen time. The longer the daily screen time, the larger the delay. So for parents, the message seems clear. Offering your young children your phone or tablet may be okay once in a while, but preferably in small doses. With this Medical Minute, I'm Dr. Timothy Johnson.
Many people at high risk for a heart attack do not intend to change their lifestyle. That's according to a new Canadian study that surveyed more than 45,000 adults about their weight, exercise habits, diets, and smoking status. While most high-risk people agreed they needed to make changes, more than half said they didn't have the time or self-discipline. Nearly 18% said they felt no need to improve their health. If we thought the office chatter about politics would die down after the election, well, that doesn't seem to be the case. In fact, Americans say political talk at work is stressing them out more now than even before the election. The survey of 1,300 workers is from the American Psychological Association. More than a quarter of full-time and part-time workers said they felt tense or stressed because of political discussions, and nearly a third say they'd witnessed coworkers arguing about politics. More than 1 in 5 avoid coworkers altogether because of political views. Coming up, big news for the NSU basketball team as Jalen West was granted a 7th year of eligibility by the NCAA. We'll hear from West and Coach McConaughey on the impact of the veteran Zeman returning to the course.
Enter to win a $200 gift card to Dickens & Company, courtesy of KLAX TV. Visit us online on Facebook or Twitter and click register and get ready to win. Enter daily and share the post to increase your chances of winning. It's time to win from KLAX TV and Dickens & Company on Front Street, downtown Natchitoches.
I'm Chris Hansen, and this is Crime Watch Daily.
We get bad guys arrested. This is why heroin is such a problem, and you're part of it. You get warrants issued.
I went to meet somebody, and they say that she was underage.
And with your help,
the real perpetrators, they're going to be sitting in prison, and my daughter is going to be free.
You get justice served.
I'm very grateful for Crime Watch Daily.
Airs weekdays at 3 on KLAX TV.
This doesn't happen every day, but today there is some good breaking news for the NSU men's basketball team. The NCAA has granted a waiver giving Jalen West a 7th year of eligibility, and barring a complication in his rehab, he will return to play basketball for the Demons this fall. West suffered a knee injury in the first game of the 2015 season, and after surgery re-injured that same ligament in 2016 and missed all that season as well. He is NSU's all-time leader in assists and three-pointers made and is 6th in scoring. Coach Mike McConaughey thinks his game has improved despite him being on the sidelines.
So Jalen's situation, spending, a lot of games over there with us, helping us and watching and encouraging his teammates, I think it will have helped him to grow and take his game to another level.
Not being able to do something you love with the people that you love and the people that you care about, it's pretty tough. So just having the opportunity to get back out there and do that again, and lead by example, and be a role model to kids and just to help people, and that's just a great opportunity and a blessing.
Now on the diamond, 7 LSUA generals received postseason honors today. Fernando Martinez was named the conference's pitcher of the year after going 8-1 on the season. He had 65 strikeouts in 71 innings of work. Chris Tamplett was named co-freshman of the year. The outfielder hit .310 with 8 doubles, 3 home runs, and 25 RBIs. And Logan Constantine was named to the first team for a 2nd straight season. It's called the most exciting 2 minutes in sports, the 143rd Kentucky Derby, and this year it's anyone's race. 20 horses will take to the track at Churchill Downs tomorrow, and it's shaping up to be a very interesting race with no clear-cut favorite. The Mark Case trained colt, Classic Empire, is the early odds-on favorite at 4-1. The thoroughbred will try to make it a 5th straight year when the favorite comes away as the victor, and Case says the 2-year-old horse, well, he's ready to go.
He was great in the paddock yesterday. He's trained. Everybody's got to watch him train. He was super in the gate this morning. He can get a little fidgety sometimes in the gate. He was perfect today. It's almost like, okay, I've got my fun. It's over. It's time. He's ready.
My favorite horse is Patch. He only has one eye and is a 30-1 odds to win. Kentucky Derby starts tomorrow at 1:30. From the dirt track to the pavement, NASCAR drivers will be jockeying for position this weekend at Talladega as the Monster Energy Series rolls through the South. Talladega is the monster of the NASCAR ovals with a length of 2.66 miles, setting up for a fast and furious race.
I think Talladega, a lot of things are out of your hands, but there are also a lot more things in your hands than you think. So there's some guys that have mastered it, that are really good at it, that seem to win a lot, and that's not luck. So I think there's something to it.
Anyone can really win, from a back marker team to the best team out there. That's what makes it a lot of fun. Obviously we're all really close at super speedway, so that definitely gets really exciting when we're 3 and 4 wide for a handful of laps at the end of them things. But it's usually pretty crazy as far as the racing goes.
And check out these fresh handles from a fan in the stands in Atlanta. 4th inning, Jay Bruce going yard to right. Ball headed for the Chop House restaurant when a fan makes it a credible one-handed, barehanded catch in the doorway. And what's a little more impressive, Scott, is that not a single drop of that drink in his other hand was spilled. Saved the drink, caught a home run.
Very nice one-handed grab there. No glove.
No, not bad. It was casual, too. It was like, oh.
He's like, oh, hey.
No, there's the ball. Cool.
Souvenir.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah.
Well, just studying might have been easier. Up next on ABC 31 News, what a pair of students went through to steal an exam that ended in a big fail anyway.
So if it wasn't you, who killed Michael Jackson?
This May on The Dr. Oz Show.
I just know there was a doctor in the house treating him, and he ends up dead.
Gone too soon. What really happened to your favorite stars? Oz investigates. Fast food packaging alert.
Do these chemicals leach into your food and into your body?
Plus, Monday Dieter. Plans and detoxes to get you back on track by summer. All May on Oz.
Watch Dr. Oz weekdays at 11 on KLAX TV.
It is the weekend of River Fete, and so far the weather forecast is wonderful. Here's weekends with 31. Good Go to the City of Alexandria website for a complete list of river-fed activities, including the maps you'll need. The list includes art walk, dragon boat races, and live music. The Friends of the NRA is hosting its annual chapter banquet tomorrow at 6 on the riverfront. And there's a competition among the best bull riders in the country. That's happening tomorrow at 7 p.m. at the Rapids Coliseum. 2 University of Kentucky students face felony charges after a Mission Impossible type stunt to steal a final exam. University officials say early Wednesday morning, one of the 2 students climbed through a university building's air duct system in an attempt to steal a copy of the test. The plan was to let the second student into the building to help with the heist, but it turns out the instructor was pulling an all-nighter and spotted the 2. The 2 confessed and are charged with burglary, and one even admitted this is not the first time that he has stolen an exam.
Bold move.
Yeah. Bold move. Well, have a great night. Thanks for watching ABC 31 News.
What made me physically change? Anger, extreme anger. Whenever my anger mounts up, when the metamorphosis happens, I don't even know what it does. That means it's uncontrollable.
The Incredible Hulk on MeTV Alexandria. Stay connected with KLAX ABC 31. Visit us online anytime. Get today's top stories and trending topics. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. See our pics on Instagram. Watch us on YouTube. And make KLAXTV.com your home for local news and information. Plus, download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.